She worries a little bit that she might be junking it up a little bit as she buys one more thing and drags it home. And so she's interested in what he thinks about all of that. And she can feel that because of who she knew him to be and who she now knows him to be, she can feel the specifics of that which is Jerry from non-physical flowing through her.
And how do you know it?
And the strongest thing, we'll answer that in just a moment. I want to stick this in first. The most interesting thing to Esther was that she had to forget who Jerry was in order to find who he now is.
So what she mean by that, she had to forget who he was so she can find out who he is. So once again, that he has made this transition and she still think and believe in the same way he was in the non-physical. In the physical. But now she has to give it up and has to accept that he's gone to the other side, so to speak. He's in the non-physical realm. So now she has to somewhat reprogram herself or somewhat have a different belief on the way that he is now as far as the non-physical is concerned. So yeah.
Things that he didn't like very much, he's not pushing against anymore. Some things that he felt strongly about, he doesn't feel strongly about. So she's had to let him train her into his new perspective in order to really find him. And in doing so, she's finding her own inner being in a stronger way. It surprised Esther because she was just living happily ever after. And she was just following what she considered to be wise man who was always loving and always kind and always good to everyone. And she just sort of let him take the lead and she followed in pure bliss. And now she's discovering that he wants her to lead. And then he will revel with her in the alignment that she has found.
Is this done through a feeling?
Yeah. When Jerry was in his physical body, as you are, and they were having a conversation, she would say, I really want to know what you think about this. And he would say, I think it's not that so much as you want me to agree with what you think. And that was sort of kind of true. Where now, she's not interested in him agreeing with her. She really wants to know what he thinks. She wants to train her vibration into that pure, positive energy.
Does he give you signals when he's around? Does the furniture move? Do things fall off the suitcase or the
first awareness she had, and this will tell you a lot because it speaks to the power of desire, sort of what we were talking about with your father, where your desire was so powerful, and even though you had a big wad of resistance going on, your desire was so powerful that it was dominant. So you had that wonderful forgiving, coming back into alignment moment. And so what Esther has noticed, early after he had made his transition, she was visiting with her sister and she was really having a hard day. And she was saying out loud to Jeannie, where is he? He said that he would show up. Where is he? I want to know where he is. I can't find him. Where is he? And at that moment, the Sarah book on the shelf right where he had placed it slapped itself right down on the counter. And there was no question that he had made his presence known because the power of Esther's desire was so strong. Well, that was 2 years ago. Now he won't play that silly game with her. In other words, by now, she knows that she must be in alignment with who she is. So if there's a light in the bedroom that can be seen. The house is...
So let's talk about what she means about she has to be in alignment to who she is. Basically what that means is that you have to be an equivalent of who you are on that vibration of your higher self for her to actually to entwine with maybe Jerry that she's referring to. She has to bring her vibration up so she can come play with him, so to speak. So basically what she means is that, once again, is that she has to practice her vibration and get her vibration to a certain level where she can meet with him, then vice versa, because he's not going to come down. She has to come up. So this is what she means by she has to get herself at a certain level to actually experience Jerry. So yeah.